Testing audio. All right, we're going to try to commentate this match. We're just working through some technical issues. This is Patrick Nix. We're waiting for Joe Town to come into the commentary booth. He's refreshing right now. Should come in and commentate this match at the Golden Fleece Wednesday night 9-ball tournament. Welcome, Joe. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Joe? All right. Can you hear me, Joe? There you are. I can hear you now.
There we go.
All right. So you got the microphone settings figured out.
Dude, I borrowed this PC from my friend because I had Windows 10 and it was about to expire. So I'm just figuring it out as far as where the plugs go. But
Well, you're just in time to see Glenn here close out this rack. I think he had a 9-ball break on the first rack.
all right.
This one's been kind of back and forth as we were working through the microphone settings issues, but glad to have you on board. Welcome, Joe Town.
Thank you. Glad to be here. This is a fun opportunity, and love to be able to commentate on some Northwest pool.
Yeah, I was wrong when I said Glenn. I said that's John. That's John. I know John Kim. So tying up the score, and we're going to get a little commentary going for you guys that are watching. We just have a couple of viewers, but feel free to share the stream out there.
Hey
And
guys.
this is Joe's first time commentating, isn't it? First time ever?
Actually, I was commentating at the Big Dog Memorial with Jensen. I was on there for about an hour or so, so that was my first time.
That's right. I think I listened to some of that. That's right.
That was a lot of fun. It's interesting, kind of being able to describe it from this vantage point. Kind of knowing the game and the players, and some of the best or most probable routes to take as far as getting shape and playing safe and whatnot.
Absolutely. And do you play in this tournament? I think they do. He does this on Wednesdays and Sundays, right?
Correct. Yeah, I do play up there, probably twice a month. I've been playing 4 days a week, so sometimes you need a break, right?
Right. Exactly. So is it 9-ball on Wednesday and 10-ball on Sunday?
Actually, during the week they alternate 8, 9, and 10. So I think tonight is 9-ball. I believe they had 8-ball last week, is what happened. So, but then on the B side, they always play 9-ball just to keep the tournament rolling.
I see. Okay.
So depending on how many players they got tonight, it's either a race to 3 or 4, double elimination.
That's kind of a good format to do 10-ball on the A side, 9-ball on the B side, because you end up playing more B side matches, so it speeds up the tournament. Let's try to. It looks like Shu Chang Chow has won the hot seat against Phil Squires earlier.
Excellent.
And
I like Shu Chang's game, and a very nice guy. He's very humble when he plays.
Yeah, Shu Chang is great. He's a fantastic guy and a fantastic player. And it's great. We're getting to see a lot of his game on the EvoSports now that Golden Fleece has it. So he's up there playing. He usually plays both Wednesday and Sunday, it seems like. There's what are we looking at here?
If you can roll that one in and get right where that is for the 2, you did good.
Yeah.
See, I'm weird. I'll try to put a little insight on that to kind of keep it closer, but he's not greedy.
But yeah, you're risking the scratch if you try to get that inside English on it, and it makes the shot a little harder. No reason to be greedy on a 7-foot table, but the shape on the 3-ball, he might be able to get shape if he can hold the cue ball into this little window right here. He might be able to get shape, but I don't know.
It looks like he's going to pull it back to maybe play some sort of safety, or maybe a billiard or carom for the 9-ball. It's kind of what he looked like he was lining up for. So it's not weird for people to kind of chase the cheese, if you will.
Oh, hopped right over. You got to try to get too much draw on that cue ball and hopped right over it. We all do that. And now you got to wonder, is there room? I'm not sure if there is or not. He's going to take a look at it if there's room for that 3-ball.
I'm aggressive when I play, so I'm going to pocket that 2 in the corner and run into that stuff. And hopefully something good comes into it.
So just give yourself a little angle on the 2 and try to run over into the 6, 3, 8 pile and kind of hope you get something out of it.
Precisely. Just make your ball, and you're not going to scratch if you run into those balls. So
yeah, that's true. No risk of scratching there. And I think if you try to aim right for the split the wickets between the 6 and 8 and hit the 3 nice and soft. Yeah, he hit the 6 and came off the bottom side of it, so that's going to leave a Really tough shot here, if anything.
Might have
Yeah.
got a reward. It may go by there, but I don't know if he can make enough. See enough to make it.
Yeah. Trick to drawing straight lines is hold down the right click button on your mouse, and
Oh,
you can make a perfectly straight line. If you're like me, I don't have much of a steady hand for the freestyle.
I do not. Does it help to have the live stream up as far as like the YouTube, so you can kind of see it too?
Yeah, I usually just look at that for the chat, but if you don't have the volume on, it's fine, but make sure the volume's not on, because then you'll get kind of that feedback,
Oh yeah,
because that's going to be delayed, right?
right. All right. This might be a good opportunity to play a little safety. Just to rail the 3. Oh, he's going to try to cut it. He's putting inside on it.
Oh, miscued. Yeah, I saw the miscue, just trying to get a ton of that, I think, inside on it.
Right. Or that was winded up pretty well to play some sort of safety, you know. Shoot it this way onto this rail, cue ball up this way, back up here.
Yep, not bad. I'll clear that for you. If you hit the clear button, it just disappears everything.
Oh, instead of waiting for it to fade.
Yeah, nice shot there from Glenn. With ball in hand, though, he did seem to make that a little bit harder than it needed to be. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he gave himself an interesting angle there to get on the 5.
Yeah, I was just thinking with ball in hand, he could have just rolled up to this position here with just some top, put it right behind it.
Right. Yeah, if the ball was like in this area, you know, why not give yourself this and just draw it out to there.
Yeah, I'm sure if he had it to do over again, he probably would have maybe selected a little bit of different way of doing that. Tries the bank here and no good. Not leaving anything. Well, it does look like a side pocket. Pretty straightforward shot here to the side.
John's very aggressive. I see him going for this and just rolling up for the 6. Should be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt he's going to try to close out this rack here. 5 on the side, 6 in the other side, probably. Just send the cue ball down to the bottom rail where the chalk is. And right back up to, you will probably want to be on this side of the 8. I like cue ball in this position for the 8. Just kind of slide over for the 9 after that.
He didn't get too much of an angle, so it's not gonna come out, you know, as hot as it may seem. Oh, he played for more.
Yeah, he put a little extra on that.
And he's gonna have to work for that one.
Yeah.
You know, his opponent's sitting up in the chair right now like, oh, what's this?
So now you've got the keys to the commentator studio for Golden Fleece Table 15. You have the gotten the permission granted from the establishment. So
correct.
I hope you enjoy it. I hope you add a little bit of more value and flavor to the live streams over there at Golden Fleece. Always fun for people to watch when they have some commentary to listen to.
Absolutely. It'd be a good time. Maybe do a little interacting with the chat. I haven't been on there to see who's here, but
yeah, so a rough miss on that 8 ball from John, just about makes it, but just catches that edge of the corner pocket, doesn't go, but he gets kind of fortunate here. This is a pretty straightforward kick shot, but you're probably not going to be getting a great leave on the 9. You just take your medicine, give yourself a little longer 9 if you need to, but just make this ball. Give yourself a chance to win the rack.
absolutely.
So he hit it with some pace to try to get back to the 9, and that bit him. Yeah, it's just really unpredictable is where you're going to end up with the cue ball when you're kicking like that.
It is.
So I favor just kicking it with a bit less pace than that, but somewhat firm, but not enough to where it could do that. And so, because I feel like if I get that cue ball anywhere in here, I'm happy with that on the 9.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So that one cost him the rack there, going to John Kim, and that's going to put him on the hill. 2-1. And I wonder if we can get a hot seat match with, let's see, who's it going to be? It's either going to be Cody Clark and the owner, Dave Bersanos.
That is going to be a match.
Is going to play against Shu-Cheng Chow.
Interesting.
For the hot seat. Every time I see Shu-Cheng's Fargo rate, it's higher. Every single time for the last year and a half when I look him up or I see him on a bracket, it was like 620, 625, 627, 630, 635, and now it's 646. Just every time I look at it, it's going up.
It really is amazing to see, and inspiring. Being stuck at 550 for a long time, I'm looking for ways out and kind of seeing what these guys are doing different. It's humbling, definitely.
Yeah.
To see.
It's the fundamentals, man. It's the dedication to the fundamentals and getting better. And Shu-Cheng definitely does that. He's very diligent. He's got a nice setup at home.
Yeah.
9-foot table.
That helps.
So not much after the break here. You looking for a push out?
Oh
wait, never mind. That's the cue ball here.
Yeah, that's kind of weird on the 1.
I was thinking the cue ball was down here. That's the 9. Okay. Yeah. No, it's not a push out, but still a weird opportunity. You probably want to look for a safety, maybe.
It's a pretty thin cut. I don't know if you want to hit it that hard to try to, just to make a ball.
And then you really have no idea what you're going to get on the 2.
Right. It's kind of a poke and hope, and is it worth it when you're down 2?
Yeah, he's going to try to slide over to the 3. This is a good shot. I like the effort here, and he got pretty good on it. He didn't get hidden or anything behind. I think he still gave up maybe the shot on the 1. Yeah, use your straight line tool. You think it's a kick?
I like the kick here because it sends the 1 back up this way if you kick it just right. There
you go, just like that. I was going to say I think he had room, but I guess not. That kick worked out really good.
Yeah, your speed is the utmost important on these small tables. It's easy to it's easy to rattle balls, but it's also easy to move around, and if you know your safety game, these things play great pool. I've seen Glenn up here a few times. He's a sharpshooter. I don't know much else about him.
And he's about your same Fargo rate, right? You're right in the 550 range?
Correct.
Okay.
With about 4,000 robustness.
I saw that. That's quite a lot of robustness.
I know. It doesn't move very much. Trust me.
This is a good kick right here. Great speed. Not selling out anything.
Get out a trouble shot and just, hope for an opening.
Yep, left him 50-yard line. I do anticipate a safety coming here. I like hitting the right side of this 1, spinning the cue ball 2 rails back behind everything. He goes for the other side, going cue ball behind the 3. I was thinking use the 3 ball as a stopper for the 1. Putting the 1 down here to the 3 and bringing the cue ball this way, right, down table.
Yep.
I was thinking because there's so many places for your cue ball to hide down there.
Absolutely. I would much rather hide the cue ball than, try to hide the object ball. Yeah,
and there was only 1 ball to hide behind the cue ball on this side of the table, but the other side of the table, there was a lot of places to hide it.
Right.
So I really favored getting the cue ball to the other side of the table on that. And let's see if that might have cost John.
We'll capitalize on that.
Yeah, that was a good shot on the 1, and he's got a possible combo here, unless the 2 plays cleanly.
I don't
He's
think you
kinda-
can play it clean. And if you
Yeah.
hit the wrong pace, you're going to lose your shape, but at least you're going to still be at the table.
Yeah, this combo is not easy to get shape on the 2 afterwards.
You
This
kind
is
of got to
t-
slow roll it.
Oh, he really, he almost missed the shot, but he came into it really full instead of cutting it, which was smart because that gave him the next shot on the 2.
Exactly.
So some inside on this.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
It was the brush on the 9 that really kind of threw that cue ball off position. I think if it didn't brush the 9, it looked like it was pretty good for shape on the 3.
He may be able to get a piece of this. It's hard to tell from this angle if he can, but you know, it might be one of those like quarter ball hits if you have to elevate a little bit.
Yeah,
If
maybe
you
a
hit
little masse.
But then you hit it too hard, you're going to stun out to the middle of the table and not have a shot on the 5. Or maybe hit that lane, but it's
What's he looking at here?
that's a good question. I don't know if he's going to try to thin it and go like 3 rails with the cue ball and just put the 3 on the rail.
Is he looking at this?
Yeah, he sure is. Coming in hot.
Yeah, and almost.
A good little result.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good. Good 2-rail kick.
If he can get through there, it's Dangerville. I like the 1 rail and try to play some cheese, you know.
And he does too. I'm not sure he's going. Yeah, he got the cheese moving.
That's it.
But those kinds of things happen when you're stretching. You know, you're gambling.
Exactly. If you kind of, I don't know if you believe in karma or the pool gods.
Well, I just think that the more times that you know, take risky shots, meaning you don't really know where the cue ball is going to go, the more chances you have to bad things to happen.
Right.
You know, you could get lucky sometimes too, but
it'll go both ways. But
yeah,
right.
but when you're sure about where the cue ball is going, usually bad things don't happen too often. So
definitely,
those are risky shots because you just don't know. You're flipping a coin, really.
That they're almost a frustration shot as well. Like, you know, you don't have anything, you gotta go for something. You're not building confidence. You're just getting yourself out of trouble. So it's kind of a treading water shot. Maybe you'll get something good.
Yeah, so I just saw that Dave Bersenaz defeated Cody Clark 3-1, so he is playing the hot seat match against Xu Cheng, and I think that's on table 2. Is that upstairs on the other? It says table 2 on Digital Pool.
That should all be downstairs. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they only play the event on these downstairs tables.
Okay. I don't.
But this is the only one that you have a camera on at this point?
We have table 2 and table 15. So table 2 is upstairs.
That's where the APA players are probably using.
Oh, right, because they have APA on Wednesday.
They do it like 4 days a week there. It's a very busy bar for that.
Okay.
Which is great. It's bringing in a lot of new players. It's not for everyone, obviously, but it is good for pool. So
tough miss there from Glenn, and he did leave an opportunity. You're gonna have to hit this maybe a little extra thin.
Right.
I like hitting it to the thin side of the pocket. Right. Yeah, trying to catch that. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for him to make that square like that, just because I think he's going to come a little closer to that corner pocket down there. That did work out pretty good. Just hit it a little too hard.
Yeah, he cooked it, and he's in trouble.
Yeah.
That's when you are asking somebody to watch the hit because of how close it is. So you don't have to make the call.
Yeah, I would have somebody watch it, most likely, because he's probably going to jack up with angle.
Yes. You know, you get any closer to it, and you have to kick at that, or you're gonna risk, you know, fouling. And he's up 2-1. You really can't afford to do anything silly here.
Good shot from John, and no. Okay, I was gonna say no scratch. And John with a chance to close it out, but this looks like a tester. I'm not sure if this is a scratch angle. I don't think it is. I think you're going to bring the cue ball down to about right here.
Correct.
Is what it kind of looks like.
I agree. At that angle, it doesn't look like it's going to scratch.
Yeah.
You know, don't do anything special. Don't try to go, you know, spin it out. Just roll it in.
Yeah, he should be fine.
He put a little bit on it, but he didn't get in trouble.
Yep, it was enough to just keep the cue ball going back and forth. And